incoming recession. I know for the most part, everywhere you turn, you keep hearing about this country raising rates, this bank raising rates, Federal Reserve raising rates, and all that. And on top of that, you also have companies laying off people. You know, it's a very sad situation. It's everything happening at once. But what are your plans, though? What are your strategies right now? Like, okay, are you working a job that you like or don't like? You know, what are your plans for the next 5, 10, 20 years? When everything is going down, that's when people are running away from the market. It's like, I don't want to invest my money right now. I need to save every penny because I don't know what will happen tomorrow. But you know the best time when everything is going great, that's the time to sit down and make your research, time to sit down and strategize. You know what I mean? So when everything goes to shit, that's when you know what you need to buy. For example, when it comes to the market, I'm mostly into crypto. I do a few stocks there and there, but like I'm mostly into crypto, so I'm gonna talk. But I talk in a general sense. Let's say I've been making my research for the past 1-2 years about the market, just the space in general, right? And I know that the market it will go down and it will go up. Always gonna happen. It was not gonna go up forever, and it will not stay down forever. It's gonna go back up. You know what I mean? But only the good ones, the good investments will go back up. So when everything is doing great and you have the news on the news, you keep hearing about, oh, invest in this, invest in that, everybody is bullish. That's when I'm trying to stay away from it. You know, I make my research like, I like this project, I like this one too, but it's overpriced right now, so I'm going to wait, right? And when they start talking about things like inflation and all the bad stuff, trying to, you know how the media is doing people, right? Trying to put fear in the average individual. That's how the business works, you know. So now the markets are going down, but if you've been making your researches, if you've been studying and strategizing, when everything was doing great, it's like, oh, I know I would buy this. I know I also buy this, but not right now. And when the time comes, everybody's panicking. You just go calmly, you pick your stuff one by one, and you're out the door. So that's what I'm asking you right now. What are your plans? You know what I mean? Are you strategizing right now? Or you've been strategizing before? You know what I mean? And there's no shame in it, you know? Like, for example, there's some people who learn how to take care of their bodies when they're 18, right? Like learn to eat right and exercise when they're 18, you know? And there's some people who are 24, 25, that's when they start. So your journey is different from the other individual, you know, right? Depending on your influence and your environment. If you grew up in an environment where most people are poor and they have that poverty mindset, it's gonna be a little harder for you, you know, compared to somebody who live in a wealthy environment and, you know, people constantly talking about money. You know what I mean? Your journey and that person's journey is completely different, you know. So there's no shame in it. You know, I'm not saying this to put shame on you and make you feel bad because you didn't take the time to strategize, you know, a few months ago, a few years ago, right? I'm not saying this to make anybody feel bad. I'm just saying this so you can reflect and, you know, you can actually go in a lab and prepare, you know, because you still have a little bit of time. But it's very crucial. So all the Netflix and the little chillings you're having and the video games or the shopping you're doing, you need to cut all that down. You know, you need to strategize, because the next years, if you don't put yourself in a position, you're gonna kick yourself in the butt, like 100%. You know what I mean? I'm not even kidding on that, right? So yeah, like when when the market is down, that's the best time to accumulate, so you know which project you want to buy, you know how the world is going to look like in the next 5, 10, 20 years, and beyond. Electric cars are going to be the future. It doesn't matter if you like it or you don't like it, it's going to happen. That's the blueprint. So position yourself to benefit from it. You have companies like Tesla, but Tesla is not the only one. So Tesla might be too expensive right now for you, but there's other companies doing the same thing Tesla is doing. Just because one company got a big piece of the pie right now doesn't mean it's gonna be like that forever. Or it might be like that forever, or at least not forever, because nothing lasts forever. Empires come, they rise, they fall. You know what I mean? Nothing won't last forever. It's not possible. But what I'm trying to say is, yes, you can be a leader for a very long time, but it doesn't mean that other companies can come after you and grow and make money and all that stuff. So Tesla might be too high, but there's other companies you can invest into. You know what I mean? And I would do maybe 1 or 2 videos and explain to you a little bit more. I'm not the type of person to sit down and tell you everything I'm investing into, but I will make a video and pick my best ones and give it to you. And I'm not saying that you have to buy it. No. You make your own research and you find out what's best for you. I'm just here to give you ideas, right? So you go ahead and do whatever you want with them. So the markets are down. Stocks going down. Crypto going down. This is going down. This is going down. Are you investing? Right? You don't have a lot of money right now. Are you trying to get a second job so you can have enough to start investing? Oh, you're not even working. Oh, really? And you plan to become successful how? So you want to make money without spending? Nah, I don't think I'm hearing you. So you want to sit, sleep, watch TV, complain about how you broke, but you don't want to do what it takes to get to are you hearing yourself? So sometimes we talk with certain individuals and I just find it amusing. If you say that you want to have a great physical body, you want a healthy body, that doesn't mean you have to have the 6 packs and all that, but you just want a good, physical body. But you're not willing, but you don't want to go to the gym, you don't want to eat the right food, and you don't deserve to complain. The people who deserve to complain are the people who get up and go to the gym 3 times a week, five times a week. You know what I mean? Eating the right things, like, oh man. It's like, I can't believe I gotta go to the gym, man. Fuck. You know what I mean? Those are people who deserve to complain. Not saying that they need to complain, they have to complain, but if ever somebody wants to complain, it's the person that's doing what it takes. Not the person who's sitting down, sleeping and wishing for things to happen. Like, come on. So I used to have a lot of empathy for people, I used to be in let's say you have a circle and people just, let's say all they do is just play video games and complain and all that stuff. And it's like, man, I really don't have the tolerance anymore, man. I just call you on your bullshit. It's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, every time I hang around with you, you always complain. It's about, I'm not trying to hear this anymore. And then the next weekend, I see you on the snaps and IGs and you at the club and you drinking and you flirting with the girls and all that stuff. And you complain about how come you ain't got no money. It's like, come on, man. Those two don't go together. So stop complaining, stop making excuses, go and get that bag. It's not the most important thing, but it is very important. Because at least maybe you don't agree with it and it's fine, but I've been in a place where, you know, for a very long time, you know what I mean? Like money was a big issue. And I'm telling you, if I could go back with a little bit more, it would have fixed a whole lot of things. Trust me. But at the same time, the lack of money made me the type of person I am. You know what I mean? It's like, stop making excuses and, you know, go work for it. Nobody's going to give you anything, because nothing was given to you. You have to work for it. You have to make it happen. You know, so I'm glad I didn't have it, because it helped me become a better person. And I'm still growing. I'm still learning. Never stop the learning process. Never. So that's the first point. Investing in inflation, everything is down. But I also touch about companies laying off people. So you want to think about it. Let's say you have a job that the only requirement is basically answering calls, talking to customers, greeting customers, and giving information that's on the flyer to the customers. Let's say you have 100 people. Pretty much anybody can do it. It's not a valuable job, because pretty much anybody can do it. So let's say for whatever reason, they lay you off. Do you have the skills? Can you take care of yourself? Can you find something else really fast? Can you start your own things to make money? Do you have skills? You know? And that's something I really thought about. Not saying that I wish that on somebody. Not saying I don't even wish that on myself. But you have to prepare for some unexpected contingencies, right? And for sure, making money online is good. You know? Invest a little bit here and then make a little bit here. Make money from cryptos and stocks. Yeah, it's cool, you know. But first of all, it's not even a fun life. It's not a fun story. And I don't want to be on my deathbed and talking about everything. The only thing I did was made money from cryptos and stocks and travel the world. And it's not fun to me. That's a boring life to me. So I told myself I need to learn skills. For example, being a doctor. Not everybody can be a doctor. Being a like a good mechanic. Not everybody can do that. You know, being a chef. Not everybody can make good meals. Can cook good meals. You know what I mean? Being, like a carpenter, like a good ones. You know, not everybody can do that. So I told myself I need to learn skills. Obviously, I make the money along with it, but like the most important thing now is the skills. You know. So learning something that a lot of people cannot do. So therefore, when you present yourself, you are more valuable in the eyes of whoever wants to work with you. You know. So it's very important, man, because imagine the layoff. It's been happening for a very long time. It's like this company is laying off 20,000 people. This company is laying off 17,000. This company is laying off 30,000. That doesn't alarm you? You know what I mean? Especially knowing that in today's world, with AI taking over, these robots taking over, you don't think that a machine, a computer machine, whatever, can take your job? You know what I mean? It's like, I talked about it in the previous video, but you know, making a point again, like, it doesn't alarm you at all. You're not trying to learn skills. You know what I mean? Discover what makes you alive. Not just do something just to do it, but like, does it make you feel good, you know, when you're doing it? There's some tension around that part, right? Okay. For example, there's some people who say, man, forget, you know, your goals and your dreams and doing things that makes you feel good. No, you have to do things to make money, and that's all, you know. And you also have, on the other hand, you also have a lot of people who say, like, only do things that makes you feel good and only do things that makes you come alive and all that stuff. It's like, I'm in between, man. You know, researching about stocks and cryptos doesn't do nothing to me. I do not care about it. I can care less. Only thing I see is the money. Doesn't make me come alive. I'm not excited about it. Yeah, maybe receiving a little bit of money and all that stuff might feel good, yes, but I cannot compare it to music. It doesn't matter how much money I make from it. The feeling of recording a good song, the feeling of the people listening to your songs and giving you compliments and all that stuff. It doesn't matter how much I get from the market. It would not beat that feeling that the music is giving me. So making money from cryptos and stock doesn't make me come alive, but I do it because it's necessary. You know what I mean? So I do both. I do things that make me come alive, and also do things that are necessary for my development, right? So that's what I'm saying about learning the skills, so you can be more valuable, so you can be a valuable person. You know, can you fix cars? Can you fix a few things in the house? You know what I mean? You're driving around, car breaks down. Do you have to call somebody, or can you take care of it? Not saying that you have to know everything, but like, you have to be more valuable. Your life just can't be about, finish your regular work, come back and watch TV and go back to sleep. Like, that's a boring life. Like, who in the world wants to hear that story? Oh, all that person did was go work out, Wendy's, come back and smoke weed, watch some TV, Netflix and chill, have sex and see. Like, that's it? That's your life? I feel bad for you, man. Let me break down to you. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. That's gonna be a little bit of ego for me, but no, I'm not. I was trying to break down to you what I do in just one day, or maybe even 1 week, but whatever. We won't keep it at that. You have to be busy, man. Not just busy doing the wrong things, you know what I mean? Like, you can work hard all you want, but if you're not doing the right things, you won't be growing. You know what I mean? There's a reason why some people work 5 hours a day. Some people even work 5 hours a week and they make 20,000. Some people work 100 hours a week and they don't make anything close to that. You know what I mean? They don't make anything close to that. So what I'm trying to say is, dark times coming ahead. What are you doing to be ready? When it comes to the market, are you positioning yourself? Are you accumulating? You know what I mean? Have you made the research, or are you still making research? Do you know which one you're going to buy? Do you know which stocks and which cryptos you're going to buy? The good companies that will be here in the next 5, 10, 20 years plus, whatever. See how the world will look like in the future and position yourself to benefit from it. Are you doing that right now? Or are you spending all the money that you have? So that's one. And the skills. Do you have skills? Are you a valuable person? Can they replace you easily? Can somebody come and just be like, yeah, I don't need you anymore, I found somebody? Like, are you easily replaceable? Right? You're not that valuable. Work on your skills. Work on your skills. I don't know what you do. I don't know what makes you come alive. I don't know what's necessary to your development. Only you know that. If you sit down with yourself and you cut down all the noise, all the distraction, it will come to you. You have to go out there and try different things, right? Might not come at you by the first try. Maybe you need to do it, 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, 6 times, whatever. But you will find it. If you seek, you will find. You know what I mean? Where there's a will, there's a way. If you seek, you shall find. You know what I mean? So yeah, improve yourself, improve your skills and all that stuff. Become more valuable. You have to be a person that they cannot replace just like that. You have to be replaceable. You have to be valuable in the eyes of whatever, whether it's a relationship, it's a job, or whatever. You have to be valuable. So yeah, dark times are coming. Prepare yourselves, and I'm not trying to be how can I pessimistic, and when I say dark times, I'm just saying that it's gonna shock you a little bit if you're not ready. If you're not prepared, it will shock you a little bit. I'm not talking about Great Depression type of things, Maybe not, I don't know, but I'm just saying, if you're not ready, something bad gonna happen to you, and you will learn for your ignorance. You will pay the price for being ignorant. So yeah, make sure to stay ready, invest, improve, learn new skills and develop skills and all that stuff. That's all I gotta say.
Nancy, my Nancy, gotta dance for me, baby. Oh Nancy, my Nancy.